Hey everybody, welcome to the Last Days Zombie Apocalypse Battle Report. Today we're going to be checking out Last Days Evolutions. It's the latest supplement I've written for Last Days, published in Blaster, the game anthology that the Blaster crew has put together. And what it features is an often demanded or requested feature for Last Days, which is pop culture zombies added into the game system, as well as reskinning the game system with different bad guys. So the basic idea here is with Last Days Evolutions, you have different options for what kind of menaces show up and attack you. Now, what I've done to sort of like kick it off is add additional options to the zombie menace. So it's a zombie apocalypse. Lots of pop culture has the zombies mutating over time and evolving different types of strains. You get big kind of like Resident Evil tyrant tanks, which I call the unstoppable meat tower in the game. You have things like the spit talkers who will spit acid at you, sort of like more bloatful, sort of exploding gas chamber, kind of almost like bomb zombies. Lots of different things that can show up over the course of the game. Hunters, stalkers, you know, just whatever your trope is that you want to have. And what this allowed me to do, and I kind of intentionally left the Menace Phase open when I wrote Last Days, is expand upon the behaviors of the monsters that show up when you're fighting. So you could have things like hunters, stalkers, blitzers. They'll behave differently when they show up. They won't just blindly run towards you, or like the zombies do, shamble towards you in a core game of Last Days. So this is, of course, not necessary to play the game, but it expands your options and the behaviors of the things that are attacking you, and it's great for things like solo play. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a solo adventure with the new zombie menace, the evolving dead, basically. Where we have, you know, the gang from Letterkenny show up. So we'll have Boots and the Ginger, and his friend Squirrely Dan, and it was a Dairy, hanging out with the puppers, and we'll have an adventure using one of the solo missions from Seasons for them to kind of go through and check out these new evolving zombies. Now, on top of that, yes, there is more. By expanding sort of like the keywords and the behaviors and stuff, I've also added in Blaster 2 the ability to completely reskin the game to be a robot apocalypse versus a zombie apocalypse. So if you're a fan of things like Terminator or even the Black Mirror episode Metalhead, which is one of my favorite ones, where there's these little like dog zombie or dog robots that are wiping out the human race. You can totally reimagine the game as being a robot apocalypse versus a zombie apocalypse. And of course, this is just the beginning. I can write tons of evolutions for the game where the end of the world happens because of different things. It could be a rogue AI, which creates all of the evil robots. It could be something like zombies. It could be something like, I don't know, a werewolf apocalypse, or an alien invasion, like a xenomorph apocalypse, which would be fun too. So expect more content for that in the future. I may do a big compilation of different evolutions in the future when I've got the idea or the bug to write more of them. So anyway, let's see what's going on with Boots and the Ginger, Squirrely Dan, and the Letterkenny gang as they head into town to see what's going on with these evolving dead. So let's take a look at Blaster number 2 and what's in here. So there's 4 expansions in this one. First one we're going to take a look at today is the one I wrote. But we have some crazy, awesome Cthulhu Mythos stuff for Rangers of Shadowdeep and Frostgrave called Shadowgrave. We have some more of the Master of the Wild Beastmasters for This Is Not a Test. We have a brand new game in the form of Mystic Skies with giant flying wizards and stuff. And then last but not least, we have Last Days Evolution, which adds a bunch of new stuff to the game. So, Evolution, what is it? Well, as I said in the intro, it's new zombies and bad guys, new rules, a key menace, and new evolutions to have show up. So every model in Evolutions has a behavior. There's blitzing, and I'll just kind of sum these up. They run towards you as fast as they can. Shambling, they move towards you as fast as they can, but they can't run. Stalking, which means they will move towards you as fast as they can, but remain in cover if possible, and they won't run out. And then hunting, which is they move towards you, or they'll move towards the closest cover to get you in the line of sight, and then try and attack you with their ranged weapons, if they have them. And they have traits like Clever, which means they can attempt to attack and break through doors to get direct route to their prey. Driven Back, use the knockback value of weapons which hit this menace but do not destroy it to reduce their AP in the following Menace Phase. Explodes, if you die you blow up with an AoE of X and a damage of X. Frequency, so the key menace now has a frequency number, which is how often they show up on a D6 plus the noise. Grasping, increase the amount of AP needed to break contact by X when a character wishes to move away from this menace. Infectious, meaning you use the damage table for knocked out characters from the Last Days rulebook. If there's no models with infection on the table, then that result's replaced by close call instead. And close call means that you lose a piece of gear, but because there's nobody who could zombie bite you on the table, you're not just gonna have a limb amputated or die. How to use them in the game? So this whole section could effectively replace the zombie section in Last Days. And if people want to just use this as an updated version, it doesn't change the way the zombies act, but it kind of cleans up their tags and it gives them like a keyword and stuff. To use an evolution, however, what happens is evolutions start appearing on the second turn based on the number of models that made noise during a turn as opposed to the total noise. So as the game kind of like progresses, it becomes easier for a menace to arrive, and the evolutions will appear on a dice roll separate from the other noise total. So individual menaces, the key menace will always appear as normal in the Last Days rulebook, and then separate from that, you're going to have evolutions that might show up. So on turn 2, it's on a 13 plus. You roll d6 and add the number of models that made noise on the table. If you get a 13 plus, then one of these guys is going to arrive. The rare ones can only ever arrive once, but the ones that aren't rare can arrive more than once. And you've got the possibility, of course, of like the Unstoppable Meat Tower, a Thrasher, a Stalker, a Spit Talker, and Bloody McBloatface for the Festering Family, which is the Evolving Dead's evolutions. And every turn it gets easier. So on turn 3, it'll be on a 12. On a turn 4, it'll be on a 11, 10, 9, 8 as the game goes on. So basically, it's more likely these guys start to show up the more you fight. And certain teams, of course, lots of machine guns and stuff, are way more likely to bring them on. We've got 2 that I've painted up. We're going to use the Thrasher and the Spit Talker. There is a typo in here. He should be FA2. He should actually have a shooting skill, because right now he's FA0. But FA2 means he can actually shoot his range attack, which is Acid Bile, with an 8-inch range, and it's damage 3, rate of fire 1, knockback 1, explosive 2, and silent. So, doesn't make noise, but when he spits at you, it hits everybody within 2 inches. And the Stalker, who has the hunting skill, which means he'll try and stay in cover, you got to shoot them in the head, driven back, infectious, grasping 2, lunging 3, and then light-footed and rare. Lunging means that during the close combat phase, if you're within 3 inches of him at the end of the close combat phase, he jumps into combat with you. So it's hard to break off from him. And also he'll just jump back into melee with you if you've like pushed him to try and shoot him and haven't killed him. And so here we are, set up to play No One Left Behind. Because when a friend needs help, you help him. This is one of the solo/cooperative missions from Seasons, in which your group basically encounters some cutoff and starving and in rough shape survivors, all carrying a supply token, and you attempt to escort them off the table. So you set up your characters. Normally, you'd have 20 levels with the characters you get to pick, and everyone would have an individual character. That's the idea behind this one. We're going to play with a group, so I have my characters here aligned, and then I'm going to have 3 of these survivors that get placed. Now they're exhausted, they're out of ammo, all they can do is walk, and they'll walk towards the nearest member of my group they can see as we try and get them off the edge of the table. There's 20 zombies starting on the table. Along either table edge. We're trying to escape a horde. A horde is descending upon us, and we have to try and make it off this table edge. So to win, if we get off this table edge and escort the other people off the side, then we get them off. The leader of the lost survivors will reward each player with a supply token. For every survivor that successfully exits the edge of the board, up to a maximum of 4 each. There's also a single supply token in this rubble over here. The group's not doing great. Unfortunately, the pups are both sick, freezing, tired. It's the end of winter here. And Derry is also hungry, which means he can't run, and everything counts as 1 item heavier, so we don't have anybody attached to Derry right now. But as it's a solo game, we get to go first. Now remember, I'm going to keep track of my noise, and it's potential that one of these bad boys shows up at some point, and we've got a Spit Talker, a Thrasher, a Charger, potentially to put on to sort of like have show up and showcase some of these evolutions abilities. Also, during every end phase, I'll have to roll and add the turn number and see what the result's going to be, because we have all of our end phase events. These car alarms could go off, the buildings could spill out more zombies, all kinds of things could happen. Oh, Menace Phase, turn 1. Everyone's going to move towards the closest thing they can see if they're a zombie, so walking up 5. These zombies start to close in. This zombie's going to come around 2, and then 3 to here. The pups all make noise, so even if they can't see, they will head towards the pups, as they all generate a noise token, and I'll roll for their noise as well. We're going to go with this +2. Towards the pups. I should roll. Now, the frequency of zombies is 7, so if either of these pups roll a 6, no, and no, then they would have summoned new zombies in the first turn. However, they are the key draw for all of these zombies running towards them, because you can see this horde is not fooling around. It's ready to eat some brains, and they're going to keep shifting towards me as I try and escape. forward and forward. And the same here, these can all see, so they'll head up 5 towards the pups. And the ones they can't see will use the closest possible route to get to see the pups as well, because they all made noise. And that's going to be a problem for the evolution showing, because I've always got at least 2 models making noise right now with the pups. Because they're barking like crazy. Oh geez. My minimum score to bring on an evolution is always going to be 2. Right, action phase. Let's start moving. So let's go with Boots, I guess. Boots is going to start moving. He's got an AP of 6, which means he could run 12. I think we just try and boot it, literally. 6 and then 6 again. Derry's going to be slow. We can't do anything about that. Survivor's activating the Menace Phase, which means that they're going to head towards whoever they can see. Derry, I think Ginger's only got an AP of 5. He got jacked up in one of my previous games. He's still AP 6 though, so he'll just move forward. Head into here. The pups are also hungry, so they're just walking. They can only walk anyway, but they'll walk 8. I forget they both have leg injuries though, which means they don't actually walk 8. So Puppers is moving 4. One of my other Puppers is blind in one eye too. These dogs aren't doing great. We'll go with Boots. Sorry, the Ginger rather. He's gonna go 5 up to here. Oh, he'll run actually. Yeah, we gotta start moving. He's gonna go 5 and then 5 again. Oh no, he'll go this way. Lead him, split up, split the party. It's always a good idea. Both Boots and him get a noise token because they ran. And then, Squirrely Dan, I think you run 2. Yeah, you're gonna go 6 and then 6 over to here. With your bow. That'll help you run 2. That means they're gonna walk towards you. Try and get up table a little bit. And then last but not least, it's this Puppers, who will just get the folks to follow him and go 4. So it's just Derry taking a shot. Who's he want to shoot at? I think he's going to take a shot at just this closest zombie right here. He's +1 to hit it. Derry has a firearms of 3. With his rifle, heavy blade, he's got some booze. Heavy lifter and stalker, sweet. Well, no, that's helping him right now. So he needs a +1 with his firearms of 3, so he needs a 3+. Misses. But he gains a noise for firing his rifle and an ammo. Alright, new turn. Well, sorry, actually end phase. What happens in the end phase? 3. All quiet. They continue their march towards you, but nothing untoward takes place. So it's all quiet on turn 1. We're on to turn 2. Alright, and no evolution can show up because I can't roll... Sorry, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys made noise. I can't roll a 7 on a d6 to get a 13, so they can't show up this round. So, starting off with some noise checks. 7+ for the Ginger. Nope. For Squirrely Dan. Nope. For the legendary Boots, nope, not one for him, and then for Derry, not him either. For the first Pupper, no, and the second Pupper, nope, there's plenty of zombies on the table already. We already made the noise roll. Sorry, it's round 2, so actually we could, on a 6 now, bring on an evolution. No. We'll check for Derry, for his rifle. That's going to be a fail, so he is out of ammo, and we'll have to reload. And now the zombie's going to creep forward, going 5. And then all of these survivors will move. These are going to start heading towards Boots and the Ginger. Come around the corner. All of these fellas made noise. So that'll be the nearest model that made noise that they'll head towards. Does this pupper get grabbed? He does, oh no. Leg injury is no good. This one's going to head towards him as well. These pups keep getting eaten. It's not good. Closest that made noise will be Derry. Actually, it'd still be the Pupper. I can't quite see Boots, but he did make noise and is the closest, so I'll head towards him. And this one probably can see Boots, and this one will head towards him because he made noise. You can see things are getting a little sporty. You know, we've not made it very far across the table. We gotta get to the other side over here to exit, and the zombies are closing in. All right, well, the survivor's gonna move. This one's just gonna walk 4 towards the Pupper. This one will also go towards the Pupper. This one will walk towards Derry. Sorry, she'll go 2 more because she has 6 AP. These ones will just stop on the other side of the Pupper. It's action phase. Well, we don't want to get too far away. So Boots is just going to walk this turn. He's going to go 6 over to here and start lighting up some zombies, I think. Derry can only walk 6 because he's hungry. He's starving right now. But he's going to go 4 and then reload his rifle. Squirrely Dan's a heavy lifter, so he'll walk over 3 and then pick up this item because he loves to carry heavy things. He'll stay with his bow and arrow. And then the Ginger, we want to keep these guys in line of sight and then move him out of line of sight so they move towards him. He's going to head this way, going 6. This pup wants to get out of line of fire of these survivors, so that they'll head towards the ones they can see instead. All right, let's do some shooting. Derry, you're going to try and shoot a zombie. I guess this one over here. See if you can hit it. So your firearm's 3 again against zombie, so +1 to hit. So on a 3+, you do. And then a 5+, you hit it in the head. You do. Smoked a zombie. Sweet. Experience for Derry. But it's a noise and an ammo. Well, we'll fire a bow and arrow over here into this zombie from Squirrely Dan. Squirrely Dan has a bow and a firearms of 4. A heavy blade. He's also a heavy lifter because he's an agriculturalist, because he's a farmer. So he's going to be hitting on a 2+ against that zombie. He does. It is going to be Lobo 2, so +2 to hit this fella in the head. That'll do, 3+. Whoop, and no noise. Of course, it's a bow, so it always needs reloading. And then what do you want to do, Ginger? You're going to fire 2. You've got your sweet high-powered rifle, a club, knife, and booze. Your firearm's 4. You might as well take a shot, I think. So you shoot this one. Now you're making 2 noise, though. Firearms 4 is a 2+ to hit because it's a zombie. You do. And then do you have a scope? No, you don't have a scope. It's 5+ to hit him in the head. Oh, but you do. Sweet. Good job. 2 noise and ammo for you. And then can Boots do it too? There's 2 zombies back there. He's got an surplus SMG. Firearms 3, so we'll try and shoot that front zombie. He will do the sustained shots. The first one's on a 3, which hits. And then a 5+ to ace it in the head, and he does. Good job. And I guess you can take the second shot into the one in behind. It's ready to fire 3. So now it's on a 4, which hits, and a 5+. Nope. So knockback 1, and then a third shot, which misses. So that's 3 noise, 3 ammo, and a lot. That's locked and loaded. He needs a knockback token. Getting noisy. All right. So then CQC, we've got the Puppers here fighting a zombie. We get to go first. Zombie's gonna be the white die, and Puppers gets a total of 7, which is great. So he wins. And does he bite its head off? No. And then does it attack him back? White is still a zombie. I think it fails. It's successfully defended against. All right, well, end of round. So D6 +2 now. It's gonna be a 7. The car alarm chain, if there's any vehicles on the table within 2 of a zombie, they immediately have their alarms go off as detailed in the rulebook. If not, treat this as a roll of 8. So definitely some near 2 inches of that truck over there, so that's gonna be a fire alarm going off. You could definitely get an evolution this turn. Hey, all right, well, let's roll for some noise tokens and see who arrives. So 2 noise over here from the high-powered rifle. It's on a 5. Nope, doesn't arrive. No noise here. The Puppers on a 7. Nope. For Derry. Nope. For this Puppers, nope. 3 though, 4+ for the boss, nope. So no new zombies arriving this round, which is good because there's a gajillion of them. However, I think everybody, so both Puppers, it's 5 plus the turn number is 7 for noise. And it's the top of 3 right now, which means we'll be on 12+. 5+ and evolution's gonna arrive. No. Turn of safety, sweet. Let's do some ammo checks. So for you, the high-power rifle, I think that's a pass. Exactly right, because it's a 4. For you, Derry, you're just going to fail. Yep, so you go to ammo because you have a bow. For Derry, that's a 4 as well. Should be good. It's reload 6. The surplus SMG on a 3 or less. Nope, it's at ammo. All right, well, the zombie's going to move. This Puppers is going to get swarmed by these zombies. This one's probably going to head towards Boots, or sorry, Derry. No, Squirrely Dan. This one will head towards the Ginger. This one will also head towards the Ginger because he made noise this last round. This one will do the same. 3 and then 2 more. And this one will come around here 5. These ones will once again swarm this poor pup. And then straight on in with the rest, heading towards survivors. These ones will come towards Boots with his bat. As with this one, he'll only go 4 there because he has a knockback token. All right, then these survivors move, and they'll walk 6, heading towards Derry because they can see him. These ones will head towards Squirrely Dan because they can see him. And it's action phase. All right, well then. We want these survivors to keep coming towards us. We have to keep them in sight or keep making noise, which is also good. And Dan, you need to deal with these zombies a bit. So I think what we do is, we'll have Dan go. He moves 5, because he ignores a point of the heavy on that supply token, because he's Squirrely Dan. And he's just going to barrel into this zombie and try and hit with an axe. Ginger's going to move back 6 with his high-powered rifle. Actually, he'll move back 4 and reload, because he'll make enough noise that these survivors will follow him. We'll go after Squirrely Dan anyway. And try and kill this one. And then Derry's going to go his 6 back to here. He'll go 4, actually. No, he won't bother reloading. He'll go 6. Why not? He's got a rifle. He'll be okay. And then Boots, do you want to dive in? They've already moved. You're better in melee. So run over there and start slamming on him. Do some shooting. We'll start with the Ginger. He's going to hit on a 2+ against that zombie. On a 2, a high-powered rifle. Cranks it, and then it's a 5-6 in the head. Gets it. Good job. Derry, I need you to kill that oncoming zombie, I think. Or actually, I need you to kill this zombie. So you can use your high-powered rifle. Take a shot. Your firearm's 3, -1 for the terrain. So that's going to be on a +1 for a zombie. So it's on a 4+. See if you don't want a 4. No, you miss. So another ammo, another noise. And everybody else is in melee that could fire. So, and these guys could break off. They have 8 AP, which allows them to break off. Actually, they'll try and break off. So that's 1, 2, 3 + 3 is 4 AP. I should have done that in the action phase. And that means that they'll move away an inch for 4 AP. Boop. And then that leaves them with 4, so they can move 2 more inches. So they could back up 2, get out of trouble. And he should have actually made 2 courage tests. I don't know if he could even do that. The first one, he passes with a 6. The second one, he passes as well, because he dies. Already engaged the other zombie. We'll do 2 over here. Pass to the 6, and pass to the 6. So he'll do the same thing. He'll end up 3 inches away. Over there. The poppers don't at least get hurt, because they keep making noise, because they're noisy, but they'll break off from the zombies and lead them away. CQC phase, so we got Squirrely Dan hitting a zombie. He is CQC 4 with his sweet heavy blade. Gives him +1 to his CQC, makes it a 5 against the zombies. The zombie is CQC 2. So that's going to be an 8, so he wins. Lobo 1. Stabs in the face. That's Boots putting the boots in with his club. He gets a total of 6 against a total. Actually, sorry, he's also got a club. Doesn't help because the zombie defends. So the zombie gets a 7 to his 6, and that means the zombie will fight back. It's the only one left in melee, but not do any damage. Phase D6 + 3. That's a 7 on the car alarm. We forgot to resolve that car alarm actually. 3 noise tokens. Did not bring anything on. So that one will go off again and keep going off. It's within 2 inches of a zombie. All right, so it's round 4. Let's roll for some noise and see what kind of zombies are going to show up. So. High-powered rifle, 2 noise there. He's going to bring a zombie on. So it'll show up close to table edge to the Ginger, which is right there. Any noise on Squirrely Dan. The Puppers does not, only noise 1. This one does not either. And then Derry doesn't bring on any zombies, even though he made a noise. And it was no noise from Boots this turn. So noise 1, 2, 3, 4 models made it, and it's turn 4, so +8, so on a, sorry, turn 4, yeah, it's turn number plus 4 models made noise, which means on an 11, so it's a 3+ now we had an evolution. And we did roll for our available models. It would be the Unstoppable Meat Tower. So next one down is a Thrasher. That's gonna be this guy right here. So these fast zombies hurtle headlong to the survivors, like much like their slow and shambling compatriots. They are just as unflinching in the face of pain, however, and face a deadly charge when they suddenly appear. So places Menace at a point on the board nearest the character which made noise the previous turn. So it's going to be a board edge closest to a model that made noise. And that's probably going to be right here, because the Puppers made a lot of noise. 5 AP, but he's blitzing, which means he can run. You got to shoot him in the head, driven back, infectious, grasping 1, lunging 2, and uncommon. So 2 of him could show up during the course of the game. He's CQC 3, he's a slightly better fighter. Strength 3, damage 1, horror 3. And he acts first because he's an evolution. So he's just going to blitz right into him. And that means that because he is blitzing and grasping 1, it'll be harder to break off. Remaining zombies do much the same thing. So it's going to be 4 courage and horror checks for the Puppers this round. He's got a courage of, I believe, 4 because he's a pup. And they're horror 3. All right, so he has to lose by 2. So pass the first one, lose by 2, and he's stuck. And then over here, against the Blitzer, he wins. Next one, has to lose by 2. He passes. Next one, he loses by 3. So he's stuck as well, fighting these guys. Zombie charges Squirrely Dan. Could he break off? Yes. And then we've got one more on Boots. We'll have to make a courage check. Derry couldn't break it, and he's courage 4, so he actually loses and is stuck. And then this other zombie comes in as well, and he's fighting 3 zombies now. The survivors go, so this one's going to go 6 towards Squirrely Dan. This one's going to do the same. Oh, sorry, I forgot to move Derry, actually. Derry's going to jump in. He has to make an ammo check, actually. Did he run an ammo on his rifle? He did not. He's reload 6 on a rifle. So he'll run over there. He's got 2 ammo on him now, though. They failed their courage checks. Last survivor gets to move towards Derry. Going 6 over here. These zombies will head towards Boots because he made noise. Coming around the corner. And this one will as well. And actually, the survivor should have moved. But I forgot about these after those guys moved. So action phase, we're stuck with Boots. Derry's already charged in because I got ahead of myself because I forgot about these zombies. What do you want to do, Ginger? I think you're going to walk 6 around the corner back here and try and cap one of these zombies. Hopefully Derry can take these folks. He's stuck right now in melee though. So take a shot at that front zombie. +1, -1, so you hit, and then 5+, crank it in the head. Good job on the dead zombie. 2 noise and an ammo from his high-powered rifle. Should have made an ammo check last turn, actually. He was good, but because it's a 4, but he should have a second ammo on him, actually. I think that's all our shooting. Everyone else is in melee, so let's start fighting. We'll do this Puppers over here against the Thrasher first. 4 against 3. So he wins, and then does he kill it? He does! Just bites its head off. Good job, Pup. Evolutions count as rival group members for the purpose of experience. He'll get 3 for that. He's a dog, so he learns nothing. Then this Puppers gets to go. He'll just bite a random zombie and win. 5-6, he bites its face off. No, not quite. And then over here, Squirrely Dan. Does he hit with +1? He does, because he has to lose by 2. He's 4, so he's +2 plus the heavy blade. 4+ to kill. He does not. Boots against that zombie. Actually, sorry, we'll do Derry first. He hits with a 4, so that's 7 against 4. And then +1 with his heavy blade. He gets it. That's a 5, so he'll kill a zombie too. And then Boots against that cop zombie. 4 against 2. That's a 9. He'll hit it. No special bonuses to anything, but he does manage to just knock that head off. And that's another one for him. All right. Everybody's fought who can fought. Now fighting back, there's a zombie against Boots, who is CQC 4 against 2. That's a 6 to a 7, though he loses. What happens? Strength 3, it's endurance of 4, so he'll lose a single damage point. Take a wound. He's got 2 left. And then it's zombies against Puppers. So 4 against 2. Oh, he loses the first one. Damage 3. That's a 5, which means he'll take a point. Second zombie attacking him. That's going to lose again. How much damage? That's enough to kill him. He's out. Well, we lost a pup. And then it's 2 over here. He'll lose the first roll. That's a 5 to a 5. Actually, sorry, it goes to the defender. And then second one, he'll win 10 to 6. Dan has to defend against this zombie. He's got a 5, or sorry, 4 rather. So it's a 7 against a 6, so he defends. And that's all the melees. So end of round, it's round 4. Escalation 10. Uh-oh. Horde inbound for the remainder of the game. Place D3 zombies to arrive whenever noise or menace token instead of just 1. This result's already been rolled. Treat it as a 9 instead, but place the zombies in the center of a random table edge using a D4. So there's a horde coming. I mean, the horde was already here. There's more horde coming. So now when we summon on zombies, D3 arrive. Speaking of which, noise over here. On a 7. Nope, nothing. For this pupper. Nope. For who else made noise? Nobody. That's it. But the car alarm does not either. Over another evolution may appear. So it's turn 5 now. And we have a pup making noise and Boots. So 7, so it's on a 10+, so 3+, another evolution appears. It does. What is it? It's gonna be you, mister. So you're the charger, or the hunter. It's hunting behavior. Quiet as a grave until the screech of the shadows with their bony hands outstretched. The stalker will move quickly and quietly to get to grips with its prey, never letting go of the poor survivor until it's torn to shreds. Places Menace as close as possible, but outside of 10 inches away and hidden from the character furthest from other friendly characters. That would be this pup right here. So 10 inches away and out of line of sight from that, it's going to try and attack him. So like back here, back here. That's going to try and get to him. Stalkers have 6 AP, they're hunting, they're not shambling, which means they try and stay in the cover until they can get to you, and they will run to get to you if they can. They have driven back, infectious, grasping 2, lunging 3, and light-footed and rare. So this is only one of these guys who's going to show up, but he can go 12 inches when he runs. and potentially just like rip on this guy. All right, so zombie's gonna go. You are going to move over here. Do you pass your courage check? Your courage is 3, so it's tied right now. You don't, so you're stuck. This one will come 5 towards Dan. This one's already in melee. This one's coming after the puppers. Does he make a courage check? He does not. He is stuck. And these ones already in. These ones all start trailing. Going 5. Oops. Should be an inch back. Last one's already in melee. Alarm finally quiets down, which is nice on the post truck. And the survivors move. So nearest they can see, they're just stuck here because Dan's here, pretty much. This one's going to just move towards Derry a little bit. And we're fighting. Can't break off, unfortunately. We really need Derry to break off in the action phase, which he will do. It's going to cost him 4 to do it. So he'll go 4 to here. Actually, it cost him 3 to do it. So he's going to go to here for 3. Place himself an inch away. Move another inch, and then 2 to reload. No, actually, he just can move 1 inch away and then reload. That's all he can do. We've got an ammo check for the Ginger, actually. Did he make it? He did, weirdly enough. It's still less than 4. He will go over to here, try and clean out a zombie with his high-powered rifle. Check for Derry as well. He fails, so he's out of ammo now. And he's going to escort going back to here. And he'll go 4 and then reload for 2. So do much the same thing. He's only going to move 2 inches away, but he'll also reload. And it's time to shoot some guns. Girly Dan, firearms 4. You'll try and hit this zombie. You do. And then it's a 3+ to kill with your bow. You do. But you gain an ammo and no noise. Boots is going to fire, or sorry, the Ginger's going to fire over there into that zombie lurching towards Dan. And miss, unfortunately. 3rd ammo and 2 noise. Keep them together at least. Derry's going to fire into that zombie on a 3 and hit, and then on a 5 with his rifle. He does not damage it, but he manages to knock it back. And then it's Boots with his SMG. He's going to shoot in that zombie as well and hit with the first roll and do a knockback. Hit with the second roll and do a knockback. Hit with the 3rd roll because he's on force because of the -1 and kill it finally. But he's got 3 ammo and 3. All right, no melees this turn, but we're on to round 6 now. End phase on 5, 10. Still the horde inbound. So if it's already happened, we go to a 9. Breakout, a group of previously undetected zombies emerge from a man-made structure. On the table, randomly select a building and place 2d3 zombies as close as possible to an entrance. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 structures. Roll 3d3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be this one right here. And it's 2d3 zombies appear. 2. Next to a door. There's a door right there. 2 more zombies break out. Menace Phase! +2. So on a 5+. Nope. So no zombie appears here. No noise from Dan from the pupper. Does not bring a zombie on. 3 noise out of Boots. Doesn't bring a zombie on. And 1 out of Derry. Doesn't bring a zombie on either. But we might get another evolution. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4 models make noise this turn. Plus this turn 6. So on a 2+. Yes. Which one is it? It's gonna be you, Spit Talker. Before the apocalypse, the Spit Talker was just annoying, or best talked to through a car window half rolled up. Now their acidic bile can cause injury or death to those poor characters and encounter them. Places Menace at a point on the board, edge furthest to a character which made noise the previous turn. So it has to be as far away as possible from a model that made noise the previous turn. So it's probably gonna be over here. He's stalking, which means he can run to try and get into range, but he'll try and stay in cover while he does it. Zombies move. So this little guy, he's gonna move towards the closest thing, which is gonna be the pup, and he's gonna run to do it. He'll go 10, run over to here, and he will make noise, and they can also generate more zombies. So he runs to there, but he stays out of line of sight because he's stalking, or hunting rather. He can't get in 9 inches to shoot, so he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna run into cover. Over there, 10. These zombies all stay engaged with the pupper, which is going to make him cost 5 AP to move out. These ones will all head 5 towards the group. Dan, pass your courage check. I need you to fall back this turn. You do? Courage 3, you're stuck again. Are you out of ammo? You're definitely out of ammo because you have a bow. I don't even need to roll. This one stays in melee, but she could break off now. These 2 zombies shamble forward 5 towards that survivor. You have to be out of ammo now unless you roll 1. Yep, so you're out of ammo. Your high-powered rifle's empty. Ginger, Boots, are you out of ammo? No, you're not. Your SMG's still got some left. And then for Derry, unless he rolls a 6, he's good too. Action phase. Well, Squirrely Dan, you're stuck again. Oh, sorry, actually, these survivors move. She's got to spend 3 to break off 1, and then she has 3 left to move towards the ginger, who made noise. This fella's going to go 6 towards Squirrely Dan and run around. She'll move 6 towards Darien Boots. This pupper's going to try and break off, so it'll be 5 to break off, leaving him 3 left. He can move 1 more inch. So he's basically just moving 2 inches away. Bark, bark. You're going to reload for 2, and then... Ugh, you got to kill that zombie. You're going to slide over here to see this cop zombie, so you can take a shot at it with your rifle. Derry, you're going to move back 6 rather, to here. Boots is going to do the same thing. Moving back 6. And it's guns o'clock. So how are we going to do this? I guess we're going to do the high-powered rifle shot into this guy. And it hits on 2+ because he's +1 for a zombie. Actually, it needed a 3+ because he's -1 for the intervening terrain. Ammo and 2 noise. Ugh. Derry, you're going to take a shot at that closest zombie. On a 3, you hit. On a 5, you don't kill it, but you get a knockback, which will keep that survivor safe at least. Boots, you miss. You hit. And you kill. And then your last shot on a 4, you miss. Sorry, you miss. So 3 ammo, 3 noise, which means you'll run out of ammo automatically, but you'll have a knockback on here. The next closest zombie. That's really Dan. You're +4, +5. That's an 8 to a 6. So you hit 4+ with your heavy blade. No. Didn't kill him. So then he fights back, because that's the only CQC this turn. And you still beat him. You defend. All right, turn 7. End phase on turn 6. The game might just end with us having gotten anybody off, because we're getting late in the game now. What happens? Nope, it's an 8. Which I think is... That body's moving! Select an unsecured supply token on the table. Place a zombie in contact with it. If there's no unsecured one, treat it as a 9. Another breakout. All right, so 3d3 for buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2d3 zombies. 4 zombies. Busting out that doorway. We knew there was something wrong with that building. Zombies everywhere. All right. And that was the end phase of turn 6. We're on to turn 7. So noise. Rolling for you, sir. Nope. For the pupper. Does not bring any on. You fired there, Ginger. And you ran a zombie. You ran D3 in zombies. 3 zombies right over here. Oh, it's getting hordy. The horde is incoming. You didn't make any noise. And then for Boots on a 4, 5, sorry, nope, because he made 3 noise tokens. No, it was a 4 then. And then on a 6 for Derry. He's automatically out of ammo because his reload is 6, and Derry is not. Noise token for the Spit Talker because he ran. Nope, nothing for him. And then the special zombies always activate first, so this fella's gonna run because he does and make a noise. And then all these zombies are gonna jump on poor Pupper. He'll have to make a whole bunch of breakout tests, but I think he's just out of AP to do it anyway. So against the first guy, the Stalker, he passes. Second zombie, he fails. Stuck no matter what. Spit Talker's gonna walk, try and get in a range of somebody. And then all these zombies, this one's only going 4. These ones can all go 5. Moving forward. Already in melee. This one comes back after Dan. And everybody else comes back after Dan, which is bad. These ones can all make it. The rest will start heading after her. And trying to lap around Dan. Dan's gonna make 3 checks. Courage 3. Passes. Passes. I'll just stick one more and you can still break out. Fails. Cost him all his AP just to move an inch, but what can you do? These 3 zombies all head towards the Ginger, who I think is going to have to bug out now because his lane's cut off. It's action phase. Well, oh, sorry, now the survivors move. She's going to go 6 to try and get around towards the Ginger, getting away. Then she'll move 6 towards Darien. Boots. This fella is going to try and stay towards Dan. He's stuck. I guess he could go towards Boots too, or straight to the Ginger as well. He'll head towards the Ginger, going this way. Did the Ginger run out of ammo? I didn't check. He did. He's empty. Action phase, Ginger, I think it's time to go. You're going to go 3 around, 6, 9, 12, and just run over here. Be like, we're out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are leaving. Derry, you can't run, but you can walk 6. Oh, sorry, he can only run. He has to go 2 less. He's AP 5. He's got a nervous condition. And then back up here. And back up, oh, geez. And back up here, which should allow us to escape with her next turn. Hoppers can't break off, which is trouble, and neither can you, Squirrely Dan. So everybody ran except for you two. So you're going to take a shot into Derry, that closest one, and hit, and not kill it, but get a knockback. And this zombie over here. That's a noise for Derry, and then I think we'll just forgo shooting with boots. You're empty, so you can't shoot anyway. We fight with Squirrely Dan. Try and stab a zombie, we'll stab this one. +5 is an 8 to 7, so we win. Do we kill it on 4? We do not. Over here, Doggo's gonna fight. He is much outnumbered. But 10, 9, 8, 7 to 8. He's gonna lose. And then it fights back. And that's a 9, 8, 7, 6 to a 5. So he still wins. He was actually hugely penalized. There's 3 other zombies there. I forgot. He still lost. Not that he did any damage. They all fight back now. So he is they are +1, 2, 3. Effectively, he's -3. So he's only CQC 1 right now. The first one hits him and he is endurance, I think 3. Endurance 4, luckily, so he only takes 1 point of damage. The second one hits him again because it's 2 against, and that's a 7, still only 1 point of damage. You got 1 left. The third one beats him. Does the 3rd point of damage. He's out. Squirrely Dan is down, and we dropped that supply token too. And then he'll be CQC 1 as well. And this is against the big guy first. That's a 7, but that's an 8, 9. So it damages him. And that will, I think, take him out 8. Strength 4. Yep. So that's a 9, actually, which is enough to take him out completely. He's endurance 3. Big weird arm just gets him eaten. Losing 2 this turn really hurt. We could fail a breaking point test now. Let's see if we do. 1 to 4, we should be okay. We're good. So courage 4, and we've got 3 remaining people on the table. Is a 7, and then that's 3 casualties plus the 4 is 7. So we're equal to or under. We're still on the table. What's the end of turn event? 3. So it's going to be an 11. I think the game ends. Panic. The character close to a battlefield edge takes a TN 10 courage test, or immediately makes a run action towards the board edge, leaving if possible. They must pay any cost to break contact and can't fire or do anything else. So that's going to be Boots' blind panic. He passes though. TN 10, courage 4. Boots keeps it together. Turn 9. All right. Well, turn 9. At least we're going to get some folks off the table this turn, I hope. And let's see what happens for noise. You ran. You don't bring anybody on. Who else? You ran. Nothing. Spitdogger didn't run this turn. He was out of range to shoot. Derry shot and did not bring on the zombie. We'll check for Derry with 2 shots. Yeah, he'll fail and he'll be empty too. Hordes are all down. Do we bring another special zombie on? So it's turn 9. And there are 1, 2 models that made noise, ran and fired. No. Sorry, that's an 11 plus. Yeah, we get another special zombie. It'll be another Thrasher, and he'll show up outside of 10 as near as possible, I think. Thrasher, he's close to the places Menace at a point on the board nearest to a character which made noise. So closest table edge. So he's gonna be right there, which is at the 11 hour. So he's right on the leaving the table spot. All right. Well, and then it's Menace Phase. You're gonna get tagged for sure, but if you pass your courage check, you can still break off. So courage 3, he passes, so you can still break off this turn. These ones just line up after him. I don't know if you're within 5, but you're close. You are. So a second courage check for this zombie, or this survivor might just get eaten. He passes though, with a 9 to a 6. And the rest of these guys shamble forward. This one's gonna chase her. And they won't quite get to him. This horde is going after these survivors. This horde will head towards the nearest thing that made noise, which is going to be Derry. So heading over here. Oh, I'm sorry, he should have gone first, actually, and run. So he would have gone 6, 12. But he would have stayed in cover. So he would have gone 6 and then 12 and hid behind this car. It just charges you, the Thrasher. Courage for Boots. He passes, so he could break off if he wants. This horde, he's going to go forward 4. Because he's got a knockback token. These guys will come up 5, towards the survivor. The talker's gonna try and stay in cover and get to shooting, but can't this turn, so he'll run up to this corner over here. Then it's the survivors, so you can still break off. It's gonna cost you 4, and then you could run with your remaining 4. So you can't run actually. You can only go 2 more. So you'll basically end up 3 inches away. You'll be back to here heading towards the ginger. As you break off, she'll run towards or just walk towards the ginger. Get the other side of him. And she'll move 6 to Derry. And end up right there, not engaged with that zombie. Action phase, he'll break off. And he'll walk over here. They'll both reload, because why not? And the ginger will reload and go 4 as well. No, he'll just go 6. He wants to get towards this table edge. He wants out of here. Oh, he goes 5. So he'll go to there. Stay empty. And with our reloading, it means we can shoot. We'll start with Boots. He's going to shoot this Thrasher. And he'll miss with his first shot. Hit with his second one, though, because it's on a 4 now, because he's -1 to hit. And then kill it for 3 XP. Because it's a smart zombie. His third shot into this zombie right here. Why not on a 4? He'll hit it. And not quite kill it. But it gets a knockback. Derry can't really see anybody except for that zombie, so he'll take a shot and miss. Good job, Derry. That's all our shooting. There is no CQC this round. Except for, did somebody get jumped? No. You got jumped, but you managed to break off. You are going to get jumped again. So end phase, everyone here within 2 inches of the table is going to leave. So we've got 1 survivor gone. They don't count as casualties, but it does mean the ginger is in charge right now as far as breaking point. We didn't take any casualties this turn though, which means you don't have to test. What happens turn 10? So turn 9, so it's an 11. So it's another blind panic for Boots, and he fails, which means he'll run towards the table edge, and that'll be game. These 2 folks have nowhere to go now. There's no survivor to leave them off the board. Oh, Boots, if you'd only not rolled blind panic, you were not able to make that test though. So we got 1 supply token off. We completed an objective, and let's see who's making injury rolls. It's Curly Dan. I need you to not die. You're one of my favorites. 7, you're fine. 4 recovery. Healing this game, so you're not gonna be able to do anything. Then it's gonna be Puppers 1, 7 full recovery, Puppers 2, 7 full recovery. Everybody's okay. But you do have to rest this game. We'll give Boots the rescue. He was close to the table edge when the survivor went off, so he'll get an extra 6. And that's gonna take his experience pool to 11, 16. D6, sorry. So 21. Ginger's got 3 plus D6 is gonna be 6, 13 total. You got 3 plus a D6 is gonna be 8, so 16 in the bank. Squirrely Dan got 3 kills plus D6, so that's gonna be 7, so 7 in the bank, but he's already level 3. Puppers don't get experience. So we're into a level up. Somebody wanna buy a level? We can spend 12 to buy a level for Boots, and I think we will. Let's see what he learned. 7? That will be 1 to 3 CQC, 4 to 6 firearms. Firearms it is. And let's see what our supply token is. Double 1s. 3, that's gonna be something rare. D6 plus 6 scavenge points and a military assault rifle. Sweet! So D6 plus 6 scavenge points. So 11 scavenge points and a mil assault rifle. Well, he's gonna get an upgrade then along with his FA increase. So Boots is gonna get a little shootier, I guess. Roll for Derry as well. I just realized he's got an experience to level up. That's a 9. What's that gonna get me? +1 endurance. Sweet, endurance for Derry. We got 3 able-bodied humans to do some jobs, and we've got a -3 right now to our attack roll at the end of all of this. I need to feed everybody though, because everybody's hungry right now. I need Derry to not be hungry. Yeah. We're gonna send Derry, who's the agriculturalist, to go do that. The fenced-in garden. Then we'll have Boots, I think, go on guard. And the ginger... I'm gonna gather fuel. Yeah, maybe gather fuel. Actually, the 2 of you are both gonna gather water. Oh, we don't need water this turn, we need fuel. You'll both gather fuel. So 2d3 plus 1 meals, plus agriculturalist. 6 meals, everybody eats, so nobody's hungry this game. The 2 of you will gather fuel, and that's gonna be... Anybody got an axe? No. Just 2d3. 5 fuel. Sweet. So we can keep all the rooms in the house warm, basically, in a police station. And that gives us 7 fuel to expend. 6, so we'll go down to 1. And we have 6 meals, 7 meals. We have a preserved meal as well, which we won't use. So everybody's going to cross off they're hungry as well. And then you guys rest. What happens to our zombie attack roll? That's going to be... -3 is 3, so we're good. And there it is, game. So you can see playing solo with the evolution stuff, you do get the option of a bit more experience, which is nice. Because the evolutions, although they are, you know, way more dangerous and faster and can get to you and stuff like that, a little less easy to control, they do allow you the option of a little more XP because they count as being enemy group members when you kill them. So we got a look at last day's evolution from Blaster 2. I'll link it all below if you want to check it out for yourselves and add some new zombies and or robots to your games of Blaster. Big thanks for watching. We'll see you for more last days and other indie games in the future. Till then, I'm Ash. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.